Do you know about the world's strangest living reptile? This reptile has three eyes. Yes, I am talking about the Tuatara. The Tuatara is one of the most mysterious, fascinating creatures still alive on Earth today. Found only in few remote, predator free islands of New Zealand, it looks at first glance like a simple lizard sitting quietly on rocks or in burrows. But behind this simple appearance lies one of the oldest surviving reptile lineage on the planet. Scientists often call it a living fossil because it has remained almost unchanged for more than 200 million years, dating back to the time when dinosaurs ruled the earth. Imagine a creature that existed long before humans, long before most modern animals, and is still surviving quietly in the modern world. The Tuatara does not just look ancient, it behaves ancient too. It is slow moving, calm, and prefers cool environment where it can conserve energy. Unlike most modern reptiles that rely on speed and aggression, the Tuatara lives life at different place, almost as if it belongs to another era. It grows slowly, matures slowly, and can live for many decades, with some individuals believed to survive more than 100 years. Its slow metabolism means it does not need to eat frequently, which allow it to survive on insects, worms, and small invertebrates that it finds during nighttime hunting. What makes Tuatara even more scientifically unique is that it is not actually a true lizard. Even though it resembles one, it belongs to another ancient group of reptiles that split from other reptile lineage hundreds of millions of years ago. All of its close relatives have long gone extinct, leaving the Tuatara as the last surviving representatives of its evolutionary branch. This makes it extremely important for scientists studying evolution, genetics, and ancient life forms. In many ways, the Tuatara acts like a biological time capsule, preserving traits that disappeared on in other reptiles long ago. One of the most interesting features of the Tuatara is its so-called third eye, scientifically known as parietal eye. This small, light sensitive structure sits on the top of its head and is most visible in younger individuals. Unlike two main eyes, this third eye does not form images. Instead, it helps detect change in light and darkness, which allow the Tuatara to regulate its biological clock, sleep cycles, and seasonal behavior. It is a direct link to an ancient vertebrate that lived millions of years before modern reptiles evolved. As the Tuatara grows older, this eye becomes covered with scales, but it still plays an internal role in sensing environmental changes. The habitat of Tuatara is another reason for its survival. It is found only in carefully protected island ecosystem of New Zealand, where conservation programs have eliminated most invasive predators such as rats and other introduced species. These islands act as safe refuge which allow Tuatara population to slowly recover after centuries of decline. In the past, Tataras were once widespread across New Zealand, but human arrival and introduced animals caused their number to drop dramatically. Another fascinating biological feature of Tatara is its temperature dependent sex determination. Unlike mammals, where sex is genetically determined, Tatara hatchlings develop as male or female depending on the temperature of the nest. Cooler temperatures tend to produce more females, while warmer conditions produced more males. This makes the species extremely sensitive to climate change. Even small shifts in temperature pattern can affect population balance, which is why scientists closely monitor breeding environments to ensure their survival. The Tatara is also known for its unusual skeletal and dental structure. Unlike most reptiles, it does not continuously replace its teeth. Instead, its teeth are fused to the jawbone, and as it ages, they gradually wear down. This unique adaptation means older Tataras rely more on crushing than biting. Their skull structure is also different from modern lizards, making them a separate and highly specialized evolutionary group. Behaviorally, Tataras are mostly nocturnal. They spend daytime hours hidden in burrows, often sharing space with seabirds like petrels. At night, they emerge quietly to hunt. Their hunting style is slow and patient rather than aggressive. They rely on stealth rather than speed, waiting for insects and small prey to come closer before striking. This quiet lifestyle reflects their ancient evolutionary design, which has remained effective for millions of years. Interestingly, Tataras are not social animals in way many mammals or birds are. They prefer solitude and territorial space. However, they can coexist in dense populations when conditions are suitable. Their communication is minimal, mostly limited to simple behaviors like body postures or territorial displays. Despite their primitive appearance, they are highly adapted to their environment and have survived multiple extinction events that wiped out many other ancient species. From a scientific perspective, the Tatara is extremely valuable. It provides researchers with a rare opportunity to study a lineage that diverged early in reptile evolution. By analyzing its DNA, skull structure, and physiology, scientists gain insights into how early reptiles evolved and how life disappeared during Mesozoic era. It helps answer questions about how species survive over geological time period and why some lineage persist while others disappear. Conservation efforts have become crucial for the survival of Tuatara. In the past, habitat destruction and invasive species nearly pushed it to extinction. Today, strict protection laws and breeding programs in New Zealand have helped stabilize its population. Conservationists carefully manage island habitats to ensure that no predators enter and environmental conditions remain suitable for breeding. However, challenges still remain. Climate change poses a serious threat, especially due to its impact on nest temperature. If global temperatures continue to rise, the sex ratio of future population could become unbalanced, leading to long-term survival risks. Scientists are now exploring conservation strategies such as controlled incubation and habitat management to protect future generations. Beyond science, The Tuatara also holds cultural significance. For the indigenous Maori people of New Zealand, it is respected as a part of natural heritage of the land and is protected not only by law but also by cultural values that emphasize harmony with nature. The story of Tuatara is ultimately a story of survival. It has survived mass extinctions, climate shifts, and continental changes. It has outlived dinosaurs, ancient reptiles, and countless evolutionary competitors. As yet, it continues to exist quietly in few small corners of the world, almost unchanged. The Tuatara remind us that evolution is not always about change and speed. Sometimes survival is about stability, patience, and adaptation over time. It is a living connection to the Earth's distant past, a reminder that our planet still holds ancient secrets waiting to be understood. In a world that changes rapidly, the Tuatara stands as a symbol of endurance, proof that life can persist in its simplest and most ancient form if given the chance. As we look at this remarkable reptile, we are reminded that Earth's history is not just written in fossils, it is still alive in creatures like Tuatara. Protecting it means protecting a direct link to the world that existed long before human civilization, a world where giants once walked the earth and evolution was just beginning its long journey. The Tuatara continue that journey today, silently and steadily, as one of the nature's greatest survivors. For more videos related to animals and animals fact, do not forget to like and subscribe our channel.